This week, Sports Arena comes to you from Miami and Florida. The significance of this city in this story is that it was here in the evening of February the 24th, 1964, that a sports career unparalleled in brilliance and vulgarity began. It was born when a Negro named Sonny Liston went back to his corner after the 7th round and never came out for the 8th. It was then that another Negro, Cassius Marcellus Clay, became the new heavyweight champion of the world.
Joe Frazier and James Ellis have a showdown, I'm going to retire the winner.
It brought about the biggest boom that the ailing sport of boxing had known for years.
Tell Henry Cooper to stay in shape because Ellis is ready.
Cassius Clay was front page news. The writers had found a boxer who could string 3 syllables together. They even took his poetry and gave it a bigger circulation in a year than Byron got in a century.
Tell all my fans in England that as soon as things get straight, they might see me again. Ellis and Frazier have a showdown. They're both getting out of town.
And then suddenly it all went bad. This story is not only about why it went bad, it's also about why America itself may yet live to regret the very day that Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, was born. Last week, 2 reports appeared in British newspapers that Clay was back in the ring. And so he was, right here in Miami. The reports added that he's now a sparring partner. Quite correct. But they also said that his pay was a paltry $100 a day, implying that he's bust, just another stumblebum who can't even pay his hotel bills. All of which came as a surprise to Clay as he sat on the terrace of the priciest hotel in a very pricey time.
I don't know how it really was funny when I heard it. I don't know how something like this could get out. $100 a day wouldn't really pay my food bill and my hotel bills. I'm down here with my mother and father, showing them a nice time, my wife, a couple of friends of mine, and I would say our daily expenses come to $200 a day, not counting the airplane fare home and everything to go along with it. But I don't know how this could have gotten out. So I just want to say that to counteract these false propaganda stories about me now, a man who needs at least, I would say $1,000 a week to live with my plane fares, my hotels, my cars, my helpers, to say now that I'm here working for $100 a day. This is real belittling.
His partner in the ring is one James Ellis, due in London next month to fight Henry Cooper. Ellis is half a world champion, or in the present confused situation in boxing, champion of half the world. He's as quiet and well-mannered as Clay is brash and impossible. But what about Clay, who's still only 28? Doesn't he find this an incongruous situation?
No, he's helping me and I'm helping him. Yeah. Jimmy Ellis was the one who kept me in condition for all of my fights. When I trained for your Henry Cooper twice, Ellis was my sparring partner. Sonny Liston, Floyd Patterson, George Chuvalo, Carl Miltonberger. If it wasn't for James Ellis, I would not have been in the shape that I was in. This is worth millions to him, you understand?
Sure.
So it's not embarrassing. It'll be embarrassing if we were envious, if we was jealous of one another, see? I'm black and he's black, see? And he's just making a living. I'm happy with what I'm doing with the draft. I'm happy with my religious stand. I'm happier now than I've ever been. And as I said, this is just something to keep in condition. I've been in the ring all my life. This is what kept my body in shape. You take a racehorse, you take a car, any engine, if you don't run it or blow it out, it still may, look like it can go. A man may feel that he can do and he see what he can do, but his body won't perform. So naturally, I'm nothing like I was 3 years ago, and I can tell by working with Jimmy now because he's getting to me and I'm missing a lot of punches that I never would have missed. So as I say, this workout is the best thing that can happen to me if anything should happen in the future, and it's the best thing that can happen to him because after working with me, everybody else will seem pretty slow to him.
James Ellis, are you in this gymnasium? Well, I want you to stay in good shape. Do you think you'll get by Henry Cooper? I know I will. You know you will. Henry Cooper's got a hard left hook. He's got a hard left hook. I tripped over a left hook once in England. Yeah, all you have to do is keep him tripping, but old Henry is been out a long time. He's pretty good. Henry's not as dumb as he looked. Watch him. You know, Henry Cooper's got his spies over here. All these Englishman chaps are coming over here pretending they want pictures of me working with you, and they take these films back to England, and they get a secret meeting with old Henry, and they have a secret meeting. Pictures won't help old Henry. Pictures won't help Henry. Old Henry. Well, he don't necessarily have to be called old Henry. That's a candy bar. I know. But they take these films back to England and they spy on them and they cut them in slow motion. That's the way they did me. And they showed Henry how easy I was to hit with a left hook. I'm not going to tell him your weaknesses. Way back in a little one-horse town called Louisville, Kentucky, back in 1941, Mr. Cassius Clay married Mrs. Odessa Grady, who later became Mrs. Cassius Clay, and they had a little son. It all started 25 years past when one of the best fighters was born in last. And I want the people there in England to meet my mother and father, Mr. and Mrs. Cassius Clay. Come on over, Mom and Daddy, and meet my English fans here. This is Mrs. Clay. And this is my daddy, Mr. Cassius Clay Sr. And they're down here in Miami vacationing with me, and they just want to say hello to all of the people over there in England.
Hello. Hello.
They're very proud of them, mate.
Thank you.
He told the world when I was 12 years old that I was going to be the champion.
That day I told the world I was 12 years old. His first bout, was so felt like his well experience, like he was Joe Louis. I said, Joe Louis here. He's a champ.
Now, I want to trace back to where a bomb went under your boxing career, because suddenly it all went wrong. Presumably, this was the Vietnam question and the Army draft. You are called up for the Army. You take 2 tests, and you fail them. And then suddenly the matter goes to the Pentagon, because you are you were then Cassius Clay, you were Muhammad Ali, but you were a famous figure, and suddenly, you, the man who'd failed 2 tests, were passed A1. Is that true? Is that how it
Well,
happened?
yes, they said I was mentally deficient or something because I didn't pass my tests twice.
Yeah, tell me about those tests.
One
test
was in Miami. Oh, tests like if you had 15 apples and you sold 2 1/4 of these apples, and 3/3 of these apples was destroyed, how many you have left? I don't know the answer. I barely got through school. I'm not really a good reader nor a good speller. You have a time limit on all the tests. And most of them I just guessed because I was too embarrassed to say I couldn't read the test that quick.
Yes.
So they had psychiatrists, 2 psychiatrists came from Washington, D.C., took me to Kentucky, and they examined me to see if I was joking. And they found that the same test the last one corresponded with the first one. So then, this is still when I was Cassius Clay and a Christian. But after the Islamic, the Muslim faith was pronounced that I had joined, and the name Muhammad Ali, then all of a sudden I became wise. Then they lowered the standard that anybody who made at least 18 on their test, which was awful low, must go to the Army. Well, this got me. See?
Yeah. Now, did they do this because of you, do you think?
Well, I really don't know. It's hard to believe that such a powerful government in a country like America would change your whole system just to get one black man in the service.
You'd only have to say one thing in this country, and you could be back in boxing tomorrow.
Yes, but I don't know. I don't think I'd have to say that. Many reasons could probably get me back. Number one, first, my case would have to be throughout, draft case. If they don't do that, I'll probably have to do 4 or 5 years in prison. And then if I come out then, if I'm in shape, then I can consider it. But as of now, money means nothing to me, nor boxing when it comes to the freedom of your people. So everything I'm doing, if it means hitchhike tomorrow, if it means be raggedy, if it means look for a job, I'll be happy because I can go to bed, my conscience is clear, and I didn't sell out or trade my people just because I could be rich in Hollywood with a yacht out here on that could be my yacht right there. Imagine it's valued at $200,000, but I wouldn't want that damn yacht if I couldn't go back over in the black neighborhood and protest a black woman being raped. The hell with the yacht, the hell with the championship. So I want the people to know this, you understand? The Muslims did not find me. Elijah Muhammad, God don't need me. I need him. I couldn't talk to you a few years ago when I was in England the first time on these subjects because I wasn't not a Muslim. I didn't have the wisdom that I have now. So if you noticed, when you talk to me, when they do interviews with me, they're not the interviews that you do with boxers. Boxers usually don't talk. And all they can tell you is he ran 5 miles yesterday, or good left jab, I'm not that type Negro, black man, you understand?
Yeah.
See, the questions they asked me on interviews and in colleges is the same thing or more complicated than you would ask the Queen of England or President Nixon or some senator politician. So I would say that I'm awful happy because what I'm doing now I feel to be much greater than boxing.
Yeah. You found the black Muslims.
Well, naturally, I went to a Muslim meeting here in 1960. And I heard the truth. I heard the real truth that Christianity don't teach. I saw people not smoking, thousands of them. I saw them not drinking, not committing adultery, not fornicating, praying 5 times a day, bathing twice a day, in unity, putting up their own schools, their own factories, their own radio shows, their own newspapers. One man, Elijah Muhammad, runs his own nation here in America, converts black people, cleans up sissies, prostitutes, homosexuals, make men and women out of them. The right Christian scientists admitted, the prisons, the FBI. Muslims under the leadership of Elijah Muhammad are the most cleanest, the most unified, the most respected black people in America. And everything that black people are doing today, black and I'm proud, black culture, black history, black schools, all of this come from Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X, Eldridge Cleaver, Huey Newton, Rap Brown, all the so-called militant heroes today used to be followers of his until they got violent and broke loose. But everything in America today of black, of progress, come from Elijah Muhammad. And when I heard it, I had to accept it because it was the truth.
I'm your blood and your flesh. White people are not your brother. They are not your blood and your flesh.
Whatever Clay says, it's never been quite established how he did become mixed up with the black Muslims. His claim to have taken the initiative and joined them is certainly disputed. But whatever the route, he has a convert's fanaticism. Though he's under a cloud with their leader, Elijah Muhammad, his loyalty remains unswerving. He doesn't even question the inconsistency that the black Muslims, who claim to be anti-boxing, gave Clay special dispensation when it became obvious that he was to become their most famous frontman. This frontman image is what now makes Clay public enemy #1 among white Americans, for they recognize his hypnotic powers among his people.
I mostly concentrate on my people because after I'm finished with white America as far as sports and entertaining them, beating up a black brother of mine or something, I'll have to come back to the black ghetto. I'll have to come back to black people. All black people is, I don't care how big they get, and all the entertainers in America, all the athletes, when they're down and no more wanted to entertain the power structure, the master, the millionaires, then they have to come back anyway with their own. So I'm mostly concerned with what my people think about me. See, the whites have never respected us. They've always mistreated us, assassinated us. They've always deprived us of freedom, justice, equality, lynched and burned us. So really, they can't hate me or dislike me no more. All I want is the following of my world, the black world, which numbers some 650 million. And this is what I have now. My stand for my religious belief, my stand for my people, speaking up for my people, all of them are with me. And that's all I want.
Can I come back to your association with the black Muslims? Have you paid them a lot of money?
Well, this is another propaganda thing. It's a good question that people here in America has tried to paint the image where I was being used by the Islamic religion just for prestige and for money. I'd like to say that after all of my fights, white America, as I said earlier, took 90% first, which left me 10%. I divorced my first wife. Cost me about $200,000 in alimony. The judge, he was against me too. I was married 11 months, no children, and I have to pay a woman $1,200 a month for 10 years. This is another thing directed just to me. The government fight has cost nearly some $200,000. All of this had to be done out of 10%. Plus my living expenses, my mother, my father, my brother, my wife, my children. Baby, I mean. So I would say I have not paid Elijah Muhammad or the Muslims nothing. I owe Elijah Muhammad $100,000. I owe him $100,000. So No, sir. Elijah Muhammad is running his own schools, his own universities. He's got some 900,000 followers that have to eat daily. I can't feed them. He's got 900,000 followers that drive nice cars. I can't buy them. He's got 900,000 followers that live in nice homes. I can't pay for them. You understand? So this is real silly to say that I take care of the Muslims like the press used to say. The Muslim broke me. No, it was the white government of America. They took 90% first and everything they could after that in some way or the other. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad haven't done nothing but help me, and I cannot give him a quarter. I owe him everything, and the Muslim faith. They don't owe me a thing. I owe them.
It's been written here by a columnist, though. He actually used these words, that the black Muslims now are getting a lot of mileage out of you, but when that mileage is through, they'll drop you like a hot potato. Does that strike you as
What do
being
they
possible?
mean, getting a lot of mileage out of me? All of my mileage, I got all of my mileage out of them. The talk, the arrogance, I mean, the fearlessness, the stand that I've taken for my religion, the world respect I've got now that I'm a Muslim with the name Muhammad Ali. I'm now recognized all throughout the Islamic world. Money can't buy this brotherhood and world love. I have some 800,000 brothers in America who love me. They'll die for me and I'll die for them. So I don't know what they mean by I've gotten mileage out of this.
Muhammad Clay is certainly plastic explosive for unscrupulous hands. His naivety, combined with a congenital hatred of being out of the limelight for more than 5 seconds flat, has always been apparent. The point is he more serious now than in the old days? For as he looks back, he admits that he was kidding us all.
Well, this was only campaigning. Before the first listing fight, I was the champion. And you had a lot of top contenders who were ranked over me at the time I fought listed. And so I found out that promoters like money. Promoters look for the best 2 people that's going to draw the crowd. I met a famous wrestler in America who's deceased now named Gorgeous George. And he was bragging about how pretty he was, how beautiful he was, how great he was. I'll annihilate the bomb, I'll kill him, I cannot be defeated. And he was bragging so until I had to go see him. And many thousands of people was there, mainly hoping he would be whooped, just to see if this man could really back up all this talk. So right away I start talking. I am the greatest. If he talks jive, he'll fall in fight. I'm the real king of the world. I'm too beautiful to be a fighter. This made many people angry because black people in America, as a rule, are humble. They don't talk like that. And I heard it ringside when I fought Sonny Liston. Knock that nigger out. That nigger needs a good whooping. He talks too damn much. Put your fist in his mouth. Well, I didn't care what he said because he paid $250 for the seat. And I went to the bank laughing, you understand?
What you're saying is the whole thing was a publicity gimmick.
Right. This was a gimmick. This was only to campaign like President Nixon. He went all over the country seeking to give you an autograph. He flew airplanes. He rode trains. He went out of his way to pick up little children. But after he got in office, things changed. Now you cannot see Nixon walking down the street. Now you need an appointment and a necktie to go talk to Nixon. I start saying Liston, but Nixon. So now that I'm in office, I would say, now that I'm an established champion, ranked as the fastest in all history, best by many, I would say that I have no need now to say I'm the greatest or I can whip him, because the people know that I'm a good fighter. So this was only, I would say, campaigning.
Even so, he still can't resist campaigning at the very turn of a camera.
This universe is big enough for 3 champions, but the world is not big enough for 3 champions. 2 of us must leave, and it's not going to be me. Joe Frazier, James Ellis, they got to have a showdown. And after I go to jail, if I go to jail, I'm going to stay in training. And when I come out, they got to whoop me.
The one place where Clay's still certain of an adulatory reception is in downtown Black Miami. He drives to one of the chain of hamburger palaces he's building across America. It's in these that his money's tied up. But there's also a certain sinister undertone of segregationist recruiting.
We are dominantly in 90% black neighborhoods, but all people come here, Cubans, Mexicans, white, but the majority are black because these are black neighborhoods, the schools in the area, the housing projects, and just 99% black. But what the thing is to give our people in America a place to come in their own slum conditions, where they have air-conditioned, nice, modern places like this, where we can employ them and give them what few jobs we can. And I come here and talk to the kids a lot and keep them out of the streets and give them a little sense of encouragement, because usually when a figure politically or athletically becomes popular, such as myself, they usually don't see him. They feel down and out and like they're not wanted. So this is why I come around and we set these places up. And nationally, we will employ about 9,500 people.
This, of course, I mean, we've seen here demonstrated your particular hold on these people because of your fame, because of your name, because of everything. You have a tremendous hold on these people. We've seen it here. Does this strike you as being a great responsibility?
Well, I would say yes. I have a great responsibility to do all I can as an image to lead them into doing the right things. I would say I'm not a leader. All I can do is do the best I can, hoping that they will follow after me. Like an example, I think that the smoking that they are trying to do at a young age. I just encourage this, and the drinking and the mistreatment of women, and the stealing and gang wars and fighting and killing one another, which is going on throughout the United States. And as long as I can obey the laws of the land, as long as it don't conflict with my religious beliefs, and live as clean as I can, hoping that some of them will be impressed by it and see the success that I have and try to follow me in that way.
Could one follow that argument through and say that therefore they could well follow you into a black Muslim movement?
Well, I think this is the best thing they could do, is to join the Muslim movement. And this is what has taught me to live like I do. This is what has made me stay with my people after gaining so much world fame and power, to love and respect and not sell out my people. So the main objective is hoping one day that they will recognize Elijah Muhammad and become followers of him. Then they become better citizens than they are Christians. They become more respectable to the women. They become less juveniles. And the best thing they could do is to become Muslims.
So what is exactly your position with this company? Are you just a figurehead?
I would say I'm the biggest stockholder in the whole company. I own half of the company.
Does this make you...
I have other advisors and helpers working along with me. But I would say that this is a lifetime thing with me from now on.
Could you put a cash value on your holdings in the company?
Well, it'll be kind of rough to say right now because stock grows and falls. But I would say if I had to cash it all in now, about $3 million.
You could actually cash in
$3 million.
Produce $3.
Easy, yeah. So they took the title, I just got something better.
There are many contradictory assessments of Clay, and only time, provided he survives an assassin's bullet, will tell which is correct. One thing seems certain. He may appreciate the enormous latent power he has, but he doesn't have the maturity to control it. This is not a new American story. The only difference is that whereas Omar Gantry was fiction, Muhammad Ali is fact.
Joe Louis was champion. Who is he now? Sugar Ray was champion. Ezra Charles was champion. Rocky Marciano was champion. They were only sports images. And when the sport leave, they die. I haven't been in boxing for 3 years. And I'm in news more. I'm in colleges more. TV series is like this from all over the world are coming to talk to me. See, naturally a few dollars is gone. As they say, the price of freedom comes high. I have paid, but I am free. I leave town when I want. I have no cigar-smoking white boss to say, where are you at today? Where are you going? When they get as famous as me, my friend, they're not too free to go where they want to go, mainly with their own people. I have paid a great price. I'm leaving town tomorrow at 5 in the morning. I'm stopping in Atlanta to open up a few more, buy some land for some more restaurants. And then I'm going out to California. I'll go when I want. I leave when I want. I say what I want on your TV show. I say it all over the world. It costs me. I can't go back to my job now because boss don't want me on the job now, but I'm free. You understand?
You are happy to have thrown away perhaps the greatest sports career since the war.
I haven't thrown it away. I haven't lost it. I would say I turned it down. I'm not, see, the greatest sports title mean nothing, mister, if you cannot be free. See, boys in Vietnam are throwing away, you may say, their lives. I haven't did that much. I'm still living. They are dying today to free somebody they don't know. So what in the hell is a heavyweight title and a few stinky dollar bills for my people's freedom?